If you've ever paddled out on a kayak or paddleboard and realized halfway through the trip that you forgot something, brought the wrong gear, or just wished you had one more tool in the boat, this video is for you. I spent hours digging through Amazon to find the 10 gadgets that actually make a difference out on the water, from keeping your gear dry to saving your back on the drag down to the launch. These aren't gimmicks. Every single one of these solves a real problem paddlers run into constantly. Welcome back to Gadget Vault. Every product is linked in the description. Let's get into it. Starting off at number 10, the Kayak Paddle Leash. If you've ever dropped a paddle in open water and watched it drift away faster than you can turn your boat around, you already know why this matters. This simple leash clips your paddle to your kayak so it never floats off, even if you capsize or get hit by a wave. It's made from stretchy, weather-resistant cord that stays out of your way while you paddle normally. Most versions attach in seconds with a simple clip system, no tools required. For under $15, it's cheap insurance against losing your most important piece of gear miles from shore. It's a small purchase, but it can save your entire trip. Coming in at number 9, the waterproof dry bag. Anyone who paddles knows that no matter how careful you are, water finds its way into everything eventually. This dry bag uses a roll-top seal to keep your phone, wallet, snacks, and extra clothes completely dry, even if the bag goes fully underwater. Most models float on their own, so even if it falls overboard, you're not chasing it downstream. The material is thick enough to resist punctures from rocks or gear inside your kayak. Sizes range from small pouches for electronics to large bags that fit an entire dry change of clothes. If you've ever ended a paddling trip with soggy gear, this fixes that problem permanently. At number 8, we have the kayak cart with wheels. This one solves a problem every kayaker complains about: dragging a heavy boat across a parking lot or down a long trail to the water. The cart straps or slides under your kayak and lets you roll it on wheels instead of hauling it on your shoulder. Most versions fold flat and fit inside your kayak's storage compartment so you're not carrying extra bulk. The wheels are usually built for sand, gravel, and rough terrain, not just pavement. It takes what used to be a two-person job and turns it into something you can do alone in a few minutes. If your launch point involves any kind of walk, this gadget earns its spot in your trunk. At number 7, the paddleboard deck bag. If you paddle a SUP, you already know there's basically nowhere to put your stuff once you're standing up on the board. This deck bag straps directly onto the front of your paddleboard using the existing D-rings, keeping your phone, keys, water bottle, and snacks within reach the entire time. Many versions have a clear pocket on top, so you can still use your phone for photos without opening the bag. It's built from the same rugged, water-resistant material as dry bags, so light splashes won't ruin what's inside. Setup takes about 2 minutes, and it stays secure even through choppy water. For paddleboarders, this is one of the simplest quality-of-life upgrades you can buy. At number 6, the waterproof phone case for kayaking. Regular phone cases are not built for a splash zone, and a lot of people find that out the expensive way. This case creates a fully sealed barrier around your phone, while still letting you use the touchscreen, take photos, and even record video underwater in some models. It usually comes with a lanyard, so you can wear it around your neck or clip it to your PFD. Because it's rated for full submersion, not just splashes, you don't have to panic every time a wave comes over the bow. Being able to capture your trip without risking your phone is honestly a big deal. It's a small accessory that removes a constant source of stress on the water. At number 5, the Kayak Anchor Kit. If you fish from a kayak, or just want to stay in one spot to enjoy the view, drifting with the current or wind gets old fast. This anchor kit includes a folding, grapnel anchor, rope, and a pulley system so you can drop and retrieve it without leaning dangerously over the side. The anchor folds flat for storage and opens into a claw shape that grips rocky or muddy bottoms. Most kits include a float so you know exactly where your anchor line is at all times. For anglers especially, this turns a drifting boat into a stable fishing platform. It's one of those gadgets you don't think you need until you use it once. At number 4, the PFD Fishing Life Vest. This isn't just a basic life jacket. It's built specifically for kayak anglers, with mesh back panels designed to work with a kayak seat instead of bunching up. It comes loaded with pockets for pliers, lures, a phone, and other small gear you want within arm's reach. The foam padding is distributed to keep you comfortable during long sits, not just short paddles. It still meets safety standards for flotation, so you're not sacrificing protection for convenience. If you've ever worn a bulky, uncomfortable life vest for hours, this is the upgrade that actually gets worn instead of left in the garage. Comfort matters when it comes to safety gear, because you'll only wear what doesn't annoy you. At number 3, the hand bilge pump. Water gets into your kayak from waves, rain, or just normal splashing over time, and if you don't remove it, your boat gets heavier and harder to control. This hand pump lets you quickly suck water out of the cockpit and shoot it back into the lake or ocean without needing to paddle to shore. It's compact enough to store under a seat or in a side pocket without taking up much space. The build is simple, with no batteries or motors to fail on you mid-trip. A few pumps and you've got a dry, stable boat again. For long trips or rough water days, this is one gadget you'll be glad you packed. At number 2, the SUP Repair Kit. Inflatable paddleboards are tough, but a sharp rock, oyster shell, or stray hook can still put a hole in one, and that's a trip-ending problem if you're not prepared. This repair kit includes patches, marine-grade adhesive, and a valve tool so you can fix a leak on the spot instead of paddling back deflated. It's small enough to toss in a dry bag or deck bag without adding real weight. Most kits are designed for quick fixes that hold up long enough to finish your day and get a proper repair later. If you own an inflatable board, this isn't optional gear, it's a backup plan you hope to never use but will be thankful for when you do. And that brings us to number 1, the kayak seat cushion. This might sound simple, but it's the single upgrade paddlers mention most when asked what changed their trips the most. Stock kayak seats are notoriously uncomfortable, and after an hour on the water, most people are shifting around, trying to find a position that doesn't hurt. This cushion adds thick, supportive padding shaped to relieve pressure on your tailbone and lower back, turning short trips into all-day adventures. Most versions are made from quick-drying foam so they don't stay soaked after getting splashed. It straps directly onto your existing seat, so there's no complicated installation. Once you paddle with one, going back to a bare plastic seat feels almost impossible. That's my number 1 pick. Every link is in the description below. If this helped, subscribe, and I'll see you in the vault.